Hello friends, it's Courageous and welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of my previous cash stuffing. So this is part 2 of the first paycheck in October 2021. So if you haven't seen my last video, I got my paycheck, but I was also expecting more income, and that check didn't arrive until yesterday. Then it got deposited. Sorry for the shaky camera. So I budgeted for all of that on one budget sheet, and we did the first part of my cash envelope stuffing. So we already stuffed $295 in the previous video. So now we're gonna stuff the remaining cash envelopes, and we're gonna stuff my sinking funds. So yeah, so now we have 2 binders that we're gonna stuff. But before we do that, we're gonna get to the unstuffing first, and let's open the envelope. So today we are stuffing $835 in cash. And I have some placeholders here, so 1,000, and I bought some $100 placeholders, and I'll explain when we get to my sinking funds. So let's make sure we have all of our money. So this is the cash withdrawal slip I gave to the teller. So we should have 835. So let me move this. So 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is 500 in 50s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is 140 in 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 40 in 10s. We need more space. Let me move this back. There we go. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 in 5s, and 15 in 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 in singles, totaling 835. All right. So before we get to the stuffing, what do we have here? Crumbs. I was eating a sandwich. Let's unstuff my cash envelopes. So I did get some more envelopes for my wallet. I do have these in the sinking funds, but it's like, why I need them to be in my wallet when I need them to be in my wallet also. So these are from Happy Budget Creations on Etsy. I will link it in the description box. And these are the originals. I got these first in green, and then I ordered these in yellow, and I just love it. Yellow is my favorite color, so yes. So these haven't been stuffed, so I'm gonna put these to the side. Let's unstuff what we have, if we have anything. So there was nothing in gas. Groceries, we have $1.31. Nothing left in fun or pet beauty. We got, we have $25 left in beauty, y'all. And the reason for that is that I did get a discount off of my Brazilian because it was my first time at the place. I got it for 50% off. So yeah, so in total we have $26.31 left. So I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna put it right here, and we will do something with that in a minute. So let me get my coin jar. And there has been more change throughout the week. I don't like carrying change. So right now we're at $34.80. So if you saw my last video, we were at like $30. So as you can see, it is filling up. I empty it out on a daily basis because I don't like having change in my wallet. So there we go with that. That is coming along nicely. Yes. All right. So now let's get to stuffing. Let me bring out my budget. So we are stuffing $835. I guess I should zoom in on this first. There we go. So from the $2,079 I just got yesterday and 65 cents, plus the child support that came in yesterday for my daughter. So these are the bills that stay in the bank. I don't take these out. Most of these are on auto draft. If not, I just schedule to be paid, but I'm not going to take them out of the bank to put them back in the bank. Now, for the cash envelopes, like I said in the first video, we already stuffed $295, so we're stuffing the remainder. I had budgeted $100 for groceries, but yesterday we went and used Mr. Debit Card, and we actually spent $127.07. So we went over, but at least it's not by that much. So we are not stuffing groceries today. So we're only stuffing pets, gas, dining out. The budget was done. Beauty, we're stuffing beauty. I'm getting my nails done. You see this is broken. I'm getting my nails done tomorrow. And fun is getting $25. So let's, and then we are, we'll go to the sinking funds in a minute. So let's go with pets. So pets is getting $50, and we're just gonna go with a 50. Next is gas. Gas is getting $100, and we're gonna get a 50 and 2 20s. Oh, let me move. We can't see my cash tray that much. There we go. And stop moving. Sorry. And a 10. Now, I literally just put gas yesterday, so I anticipate there being some rollover because I've put gas for the first time in like I think over a week. But I am driving down to New Jersey, so I'm driving down this weekend, so I am going to spend some gas, but I should still have some rollover. All right, next we have beauty is getting 60 for my nails, so we're doing 3 20s for beauty. And I still don't know what I think I'm just gonna keep it simple. I just want like something like nice and autumny. So I'm probably not gonna spend the whole thing. So here's to some rollover. Next we have fun is getting 25, which is a 20 and a 5. And I'm probably gonna use this. I'm thinking of just consolidating these two because I feel like when I run out of dining out, I go into fun. It's just like, I feel like it's the same, they serve the same purpose. I may not, but either way, I still pick from both of these. And this is gonna be most likely, my daughter's birthday is next week, and I wanna buy like cupcakes and treats for her classmates so that they can like celebrate her in her new school. Just, so I don't know, but for now, that is all for my cash envelopes for my wallet. Now, let's go to the sinking funds. I'm going to explain where these placeholders are going. Now, I've mentioned in my previous video, I am going to buy a house. I don't know when. Ideally, within the next 6 months, I'm buying a house. We just moved from New Jersey. We moved to Rhode Island. I'm here, and we're staying here. And we're renting an apartment currently, but we want to buy a house. We need to pay off debt. Obviously, we need to save money. So I need to keep that money in the bank. So I bought the placeholders to hold the place of the sinking funds that are going to stay in the bank, mainly my emergency fund and my savings. So I mentioned in my last video how I had to dip into my emergency fund because my account was overdrawn over some transaction, and I transferred it over. So I transferred it back already when I got paid. So there is a 1,000 placeholder here in my emergency fund. Now, my savings, my goal for this month is to save at least $250. Not $250, $2,500 for my house. It's just like we're riding the line between paying off debt and saving money. But I want to make sure that I boost up my savings. So I put already when I got paid, but I'm gonna stuff it with some placeholders I was waiting for, $700 into my savings. So we're gonna use these placeholders. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's recount this. They're so thin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that goes into savings. It's like there's no point of taking the money out of the bank, because when you are buying a house, they want to make sure that money has been sitting there for a while, and then they question where all the money comes from. So that goes to savings. I should move this out of the way. There we go. Put this somewhere I can see it. Here we go. All right, let me zoom back out so you can see my cash tray and all. My cash tray. This is literally for like dishes. I got it at like Marshall's for like $7, but hey, it does the trick. I would do it to hold my tarot decks. All right, so next, so let's go Santos. They're not getting anything right now. Emergency fund, savings, housing. That is going to be for like my rent. I'm not getting anything this time around. Debt. Now, for me to move to Rhode Island, I had to borrow some money from my mama and my daddy. So, and on top of that, we have other debt. So this time around, I'm going to pay back my mom. She loaned me $1,300, and I'm gonna pay her $1,000 of that. So I'm gonna put the placeholder in here, just so that when I'm done with my debt-free journey, we can count this back and we can see how much I've paid off in debt. Now, I have it listed in my book as $1,015. My mom is currently in Dominican Republic, and I'm going to send her the money through like Western Union or maybe like La Nacional or something. So I have it budgeted as $1,015, but that's because I have to pay to send it. So the 15 is not going towards debt, but I do need to budget the 15 because I need to pay the fee to send her the 1,000. So I'm putting that in here, and then I will owe my mom only $300. Personal is not getting anything. Scarlett, my dear Scarlett, that's my daughter. She's getting 75. So like I said, her birthday is next week, so I want to prepare for that. So we have 50, 75. She's turning 8, my beautiful, beautiful girl. I don't know which direction these envelopes go. Here we go. So 75 for Scarlett. Jaden, my beautiful son. He did not come with us to Rhode Island. He is in New Jersey, but it is also his birthday next week. So my kids are 2 days apart. Jaden is October 12th and Scarlett is October 14th. So my son is going to be 17 and my daughter's going to be 8. So he is getting $100. Is this open this way? I'm so confused. There we go. So 100 for my son child. Next, hubby. I created this for him. He's not getting anything right now. Giving is getting $20. So we are doing giving, and actually I should stuff giving in my giving envelope instead of putting it in here. Giving is getting 20, so it's getting 3 5s, 5, 10, 15, and 5 singles. 10 singles, sorry. Hold on, I'm looking at 5 singles. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I think what I'm gonna do is split this. I like to give, I I like to give digitally, like online and to causes, and sometimes I like to make bigger donations. So I think I'm gonna split this. So I'll have the $10 in here so that I can give to people on the streets, and then I'll keep 10 there so that I can save it for any other cause that I may want to donate to online, and I could just deposit it. So giving will have 10 in the cash envelopes and 10 in the sinking fund envelope. All right. Pet care. You have to assume I'm getting over bronchitis, so I feel like I'm like wheezing still, and I'm trying to like not talk as much because it kind of like stimulates. Let me drink some water. All right. So pet care is getting $100. So I have to take one of our dogs to the vet tomorrow. I don't know exactly how much that's going to be. So I'm allocating $100. I'm still going to take like my credit card just in case it comes out to more than I've expected, and then I can always just pay off my credit card. I can pay it off next week but as of right now, hopefully it'll stay under $100. So that's for pet care, $100. Car maintenance is getting $50. I have to do like so much. I know last time I budgeted $150 and I ended up not spending it on my car at all. Like, well, I put gas, but I ended up having to spend it on other things. Like I had to go to the doctor. So I went to the urgent care. But I need to bulk this back up because I have to. This is for changing my oil. I have to change the oil before I go to New Jersey this weekend. And then I have to like transfer everything from New Jersey to Rhode Island. I have to transfer my license. I have to transfer the registration and the plates. So I need to bulk this up so that I can do that. Medical. So medical is getting $15. I have a doctor's appointment next week, and that will be my copay. Sorry, my camera cut off because my alarm went off. All right, so medical has $15 for my copay. So clothing is getting $100 because the weather turned quickly into autumn, and we need to buy some fall clothes. So $250 for clothing. So clothing now has $100. I've been using like the Count Dracula accent like all week because Halloween, am I right? My daughter's like cracking up every time. Like, why are you talking like that? I'm just like, because I want to suck your blood. Laundry is not getting anything. For home is not getting anything. Spending, not getting anything. Miscellaneous, not getting anything. And this, I just created this to put my receipts in. I really want to monitor, like, I want to lower my grocery bills. We eat a lot. We spend a lot. Like, since Friday, we've spent over $200 on groceries. So I really want to cut it down, but I want to see where we are, how I can cut down. So I'm keeping my receipts in there. And I do have Fetch. I'll put my code in the description if you want to do the referral. I think they're still giving like 4,000 points if you sign up. So they'll give you 4,000, they'll give me 4,000. So there we go. So that is it with this binder. Let's go to the other binder. So let me pull out my challenges. First off, I am doing a Christmas challenge because I I need to save up for Christmas. Christmas is like weeks away. And I have nothing for Christmas. So I budgeted $550 for Christmas. In my family, we do the children. And I'm allocating, I'm assuming $50 per child, except for my kids. Obviously, my kids get more. And then if we do a Secret Santa amongst the adults, I'm allocating $50 for them. I'm going to be doing this challenge in increments of 45 and a week, and that will get me to $550 for Christmas. So because I get paid bi-weekly, we're doing 2 weeks at a time. All right, so let's color in 2 of these. I'm just gonna do like this so that I know it's done. And then we'll do this blue one. I'm not doing that completely. All right, so that is $90 in the Christmas challenge. So we are doing, how did I do this? So we're doing a 50. Why am I out of 20s? I am out of 20s and I do not know why. All right, so anyway, so 50, 60, 70, 75, 80. Oh, okay. I see why. Because for my daughter, I didn't give her the correct increments. I'm new at this. Okay? So my daughter was supposed to get 75, yes, but she was supposed to get a 50, a 10. Let me just put everything back so that I can not mix this up. All right, so she was supposed to get a 50, a 10, a 5, and 10 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so that's supposed to be 75. So 50, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. All right. I was just like, what did I do? All right. So 75. All right, so now back to our regularly scheduled programming with the Christmas challenge. So we are getting $90. So a 50. I'm still missing a 20. 50, 70, 80. Okay, I have way too much money. Okay, now I know why. All right, so 50, 70, 80, 85, 90. So that is for the Christmas challenge. And I'm like, I still have $50 left, but I know why. If I can open this envelope. Okay, I don't know which direction. There we go. So 90 for Christmas. All right, and then what I'm going to do, so we're done with the Christmas challenge. I also have these other challenges I'm going to be doing, but this and this, I'm not doing the 100 envelope this year, and I'll do the $50 cactus another day. All right, so I have a 1K savings challenge. So what I'm doing with these challenges are with my rollover money. This one I'll do with like both, like if I have 20s, 50s, but right now, because I did the Christmas challenge, I'm not doing this one yet. I'm not stuffing this one today. So these 3 are with my rollover money. So the treat yourself is if I have a rollover 10 or rollover 5, and then once I complete the equation, I can treat myself because I deserve. I can spend it right away, or I can save it all up to add for something bigger. And I think I'm probably gonna save it up for a bigger purchase. I want a new book bag, and it costs like $150. So I'm probably gonna spend it. So 70, 95, 115, 100 and don't make me do math, 30. So I think that's actually, yeah, I think there's 2 different versions. So I think I'll probably save this up. And then I have the save to the finish challenge, where I'm just gonna use rollover money to fill in these quantities. And then the total is $657. And then I have a 5 and 10 challenge, where it'll total $200, and I just saved the rollover 5s and 10s. So let's see what we have in left over. So we have $26 left over. So I think what we're gonna do, actually, maybe I can do the 1K savings. Decisions. I'm a Gemini, so I have to look at every outcome and just wonder which one's the best. I don't think I need to, the book bag is not urgent. So I think we're gonna do, maybe if I do, because I can do the 5, but then I won't be doing this one. I can do 2 here. All right, so that's what we're going to do. But I can do the 1K and I can do a 1 here. Oh, this is hard. This is hard. Even though it all works out to the same thing, but I'm not necessarily using this all for the same purpose. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger. Actually, we just need 2, so it's between. All right. The one that I land on is out. My mother tried to pick the very best one, and URIT it. So the 5 and 10 challenge is out. That's how you make decisions around here. All right. So what we're going to do is we'll put the 25 in the 1K savings challenge, and we'll color in another 1 on the save to the finish. So let's find another 1. So we're going to color this in and put this in the save to the finish challenge. So that is this, I put 657 because that's the total. So we're gonna put this $1 in there. So that brings us to $3. Okay, $3 more than I had. So that is that one. And then we're gonna go to the 1K savings challenge, and we're gonna add $25, which brings us to $25. All right, so 25 in the 1K challenge. And let me color it in. Oops. Let me color in a 25. And I'm over here leaking on my desk. All right, so let me color. I'm just excited in general to have rollover money because I just spend so much. So the fact that I was able to have rollover money even when I didn't have like the full extent of my income, I'm like way outside the lines. Let's try to even this out. is promising. You know, like I'm eager to have like rollover money now. It's like a competition for me now. Like I can do this. So got my challenges. I didn't tell you what I was doing with this $50. So my nephew just graduated from aviation technical school, I guess. He fixes airplanes. That's his career. How do I not have a gifts envelope? All right, I'm just gonna put it in miscellaneous. So this is gonna be for his gift. That's why I'm going to New Jersey, sorry. That's why I'm going to New Jersey this weekend to celebrate his birthday, which was on Monday, and his graduation, which was last Friday. So miscellaneous, I'm gonna make a folder. I'm gonna make an envelope for giving. Now, one last thing. I mentioned in my videos, my prior video, I use Spendy to track all my spending. So I wanted to show you how I reconcile the spending in the app, because I need to make sure this money is out of my bank account, right? I track my money and I need to take this money out so that my bank, you know, my Spendy app doesn't think like, oh, well, you have all this money. And I'm just like, no, I don't, right? So here you can see where I deposited, I know words, deposited the 2079.65. And what I did, I just go in each thing that I just, like each envelope that I just stuffed, I went in and added it as a transaction in Spendy. So as you can see, it says I spent $1,244.65. So that's not counting the debt from my mom. I'm just gonna keep that in the bank the 1,015 until she's on a trip right now with her family. She having a good time. So when she gets back to her home in Dominican Republic, I'll transfer that, I'll wire that to her. But for the most part, this is so that it all evens out. Even though spending's always on something, but I take it out. Even if I'm putting it in a sinking fund envelope, I make sure I put the category and I make sure I put the amount so that it is showing as it's not in my account. I don't have this money anymore, even though I still do, and it's a sinking fund. But when I need to use that sinking fund, let's say if I need to transfer something out of my sinking fund into the and put it to use, I'll put it as an income. So I'll put it in and I'll just make a note that says from cash envelope, just so that I can keep track of my money. I hope that makes sense. I wanted to just kind of give you a little parting gift. So I'm going to pull an oracle card, and that will be your message until next we meet in my next video. The deck I'm going to be using is called Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. I trimmed and edged this deck. I made it smaller. I cut off the borders and then I colored it in. But let me just pull a card for you. Deep knowing. Okay, I like this. All right, so deep knowing is, and I feel like that's appropriate for our budgeting community, right? We need to wade through the shallowness of our understanding and go deeper and ask questions and really kind of like just go to a deeper level of understanding so that we can go through a deeper level of knowledge, not only within ourselves, right? Especially if we're looking in terms of our spending, our habits, right? Our routines, also for a deeper understanding of our collective experience. And I think that especially, with the pandemic coming to hopefully an end, but everything opening back up, everyone being outside, right? We definitely need more understanding of the human condition and more understanding of our motivations in this space that we call Earth, right? So that we can understand each other, love each other. And I also interpret numerologically. Number 7 is the number of spirit, of philosophy, of questioning, right? Of knowing. So just try to go beyond the surface, until next we meet. Try to go beyond the surface. If you are met with an answer that is not sufficient for you, keep asking, keep digging further until you arrive at the answer that you're looking for. This has been my cash stuffing video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't, please subscribe, please hit the like button and comment down below. Just anything, send me a hey. Thank you. I love the welcome that I received from the budgeting community. I binge watch your videos, and I'm glad that I was welcomed with open arms in my videos. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Peace.